Maasrot, Perek Daled, Mishnah Daled, fourth Mishnah, the fourth chapter of Maasrot. We're continuing our discussion of Kvi'ot L'Ma'aser, and this Mishnah we're going to talk about a gat, a wine press. Okay, and the one thing you need to know is Chutz Lagat Havikeva. If you take wine outside, this is the gat. If you take wine outside the gat, that's Kover L'Ma'aser, once you take it out of the gat. So therefore, what we're talking about here is if you want to drink in the gat, or from the gat, so we're talking about these guys. Can I take a cup and drink or not? The problem was, the Gemara says this in a number of places. In order for them to drink the wine that they produced was way too strong. They couldn't drink it. Okay, so they had to do mosaic. They had to pour it into, they had to dilute it in water. Whether, I think it was 6-1 when Gemara says, I don't remember exactly. Nonetheless, they had to dilute it. Question is, once you dilute it, does that mean it's kover from Maasrot or not? Says the Mishnah, Shotim al Hagat. Okay, you're allowed to drink wine al Hagat. And the Mishnah and the Bartender says, his head and most of his body is in the gat. The leka lemigzar, we're not going to be gozer, we're not going to worry or decree, because if he's standing outside of the gat, we're afraid that he would take the cup and drink outside the gat. And chutz have a keva basur lishtot. Once you take it outside the gat, it's keva. So it must be talking about this guy standing inside the gat. He's standing inside the wine press. But now he's going to pour it into water. So the Mishnah says, the Tanakama says, Bein al chamin, whether we pour this into hot water, bein al etzonein, or whether you pour in cold water, patur, that's still achilat arai. Divrei Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir says, it doesn't matter, etzonein or cham, it's still okay. Rabbi Tzadok mechayev. Rabbi Tzadok says, no, you're chayav. Why? Gazar shema yotzei yayin michutz lagat. He's afraid this guy, if I let him drink in the gat, this guy's going to take the wine outside the gat. So no matter what, whether it's etzonein or chayav, Sonein or cham, whether it's cold water you pour into cold or hot, it's still chayav, it doesn't matter. Chachamim say, ala chamin chayav. If you diluted the wine into hot water, you're chayav. Ala sonein patur. But if you dilute it into cold water, then you're patur. What's the difference? Chaimin is chayav, says the Bartender, the fisha eno yachol achzir motar, because you can't pour it back. She kalkel yain shebagat. Again, we've seen this in previous Mishnah. We actually saw it in the last Mishnah. If I take something out of a storage area, if I can put it back after, if I have extra, I spill it back in, then, in some circumstances, we'll say it's not kovea. Since I took from the storage, I'm going to pour back what's extra. So this is exactly the principle that Chamim invoked. Since Chamin, once I pour the wine into hot water, and if I pour it back, it's going to ruin the wine in the gat. Therefore, it's kovea, chayav. It's kovea for Maasrot. I have to take off Maasrot. But sonein, the Bartender says, mazag bit sonein patur. If I dilute the wine in cool water, it's patur, it's achilata, right? She'achol achzir mutar, because I can put the extra right back into the gat. We'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, feel free to contact me at, there we are, rspolter@gmail.com. And, as we so often do, I dedicate the learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day, everybody.